Hello and welcome. We're about to tackle a topic that can, and I mean this, literally, change your financial future. I'm talking about salary negotiation. Now, I know it sounds super intimidating, but trust me, with the right cheat sheet, it's a skill that anybody can master. So, let's just dive right in.
Okay, let's start with a number that might actually shock you. 55%. That's how many job candidates accept the very first offer they get. No questions asked, they just see the number and sign right on the dotted line.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Contrast that with this number, 73%. That's the percentage of employers who expect you to negotiate, right? They are putting that first offer out there, fully anticipating that you're going to come back with a conversation. So you see what's happening here? There's this huge gap between what companies expect and what we as candidates actually do. And that gap, well, it's costing people a lot of money. Think of this explainer as your bridge to get across that gap, giving you the confidence to claim what you're really worth.
Okay, first up, the preparation checklist. Because, and this is so important, a great negotiation is almost always won long before you even sit down to talk. It is all about the homework.
So, to make this feel less overwhelming, we can just boil it all down into 4 key phases. First, you've got to research your value. Second, you define your target, what you're actually aiming for. Third, you prepare your talking points and you practice them. And finally, you get everything locked down in writing. We're going to touch on all of this.
So let's talk research. How do you find out what you're worth? You need data. And your best friends here are going to be sites like Glassdoor and Levels.fyi. They're fantastic. You can also just look at the salary ranges listed in similar job postings. And hey, don't be shy about talking to people. Recruiters or trusted friends in your field can give you some amazing insights.
And please, remember this. You are not just negotiating a single number. You're negotiating a full compensation package. Yeah, the base pay is a big part of it, but so are bonuses, paid time off, stock options, and even things like a flexible schedule. You've got to look at the whole picture.
All right, so you've done your prep work. Now it's time for the main event. Section 2, the 6 keys to success for the actual conversation. This is the playbook for turning all that hard work into a much better offer.
So the first 2 keys are honestly the foundation for everything else. Number 1, know your worth. This is exactly why you did all that research, so you can anchor your request in cold, hard data, not just what you feel like you should earn. And number 2 is all about timing. Pick the right time. This is so critical. Don't bring up numbers early on. You wait until you have that firm official offer. That is when you have the most leverage.
Key number 3 is all about how you deliver your message. Speak with confidence. You know, when you've done the research, you're not just throwing a number out there and hoping it sticks. You can state your case clearly, calmly, because you know your request is totally reasonable. That preparation, that's where the confidence comes from.
And this brings us back to that really important idea we just talked about. Key number 4. Think about everything. Let's say the company says they just can't move much on the salary. Okay, so what else is on the table? This is where you can get creative.
And don't think asking for these other things is a long shot. I mean, look at this data. The success rate for negotiating non-salary benefits is crazy high. A whopping 77% success rate for more schedule flexibility, 63% for more paid time off, and over half for getting a better bonus. The point is, it is absolutely worth asking for.
Our last 2 keys really go hand in hand. Number 5, you have to ask for more. If the offer isn't lining up with your research, you have every right to politely state your case. But, and this is a big but, that brings us to number 6. You have to be ready to say no. Your greatest power in any negotiation is your ability to walk away if the deal just isn't right.
Okay, for our final section, let's get really tactical. We're talking about the specific words to use and, just as importantly, the words to avoid. These phrases can really make or break your whole conversation.
This right here, this might be the most powerful phrase in your entire toolkit. Starting your counteroffer with, "based on my research," it immediately tells them that you're informed, you're professional, and that your request is based in reality. It completely changes the tone of the discussion.
Now, on the flip side, here's what you want to avoid. Don't frame your request around your personal needs like, well, I need more to cover my bills. That shifts the focus away from your professional value. The conversation should always be about the value you're bringing to them, not your personal budget.
So what happens if they tell you they just can't budge on salary? This is your go-to phrase. Can we explore other options? It's not demanding, it's collaborative. It just opens the door to talking about all those other great benefits. Maybe a signing bonus, more vacation days, you name it.
So let's do a quick recap of the biggest mistakes to avoid. Number 1, accepting that first offer without even thinking. Number 2, telling them your lowest number or your salary history too early. Number 3, totally forgetting about all those non-cash perks. And a huge one, not getting the final agreed-upon offer in writing. Always, always get it in writing.
So if there is just one thing you take away from all of this, let it be this. The secret to negotiation isn't about being aggressive or having some kind of magic talent. It's just preparation. The research you do is what builds your confidence, and that confidence is what gives you the power to ask for what you're truly worth.
And that brings us to the end. So I'm just going to leave you with this question to think about. Whether your next negotiation is tomorrow or a year from now, what is the one small step you can take today to start getting ready? Thanks so much for watching.